So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a live today for about 30 minutes. Actually, I am not going to lie. It's going to probably be less than that. It's going to probably be about 10 to 15. I'm running on fumes today. Feeling really under the weather, you know. I actually went to bed like really early today. And so, when you go to bed early, you wake up and you're kind of up for a little bit. So I woke up, which is right now, and I decided why not do a live. It was also an excuse to go down and get a little bit of drawing in, so that at least I could say that I did drawing today. It's easy to get as you I want to say get older, but get more responsibilities, and as your time kind of gets sucked away from you, it gets harder and harder to kind of shake free from things you have to do. Oh my gosh. And to do the things that you love. And one of the things I've been trying to do, and I want to do, is to draw every day. And whether you might call this drawing, because really right now I'm just shading. I'm just trying to make a point to get down and draw every day, for better or worse. And that way I can say for the year I had no regrets. I drew every day. Some days I drew longer, some days I didn't. I think the main goal is I want to start drawing every day, and then I want to start slowly increasing the amount of time that I draw. Right now it's at 30 minutes for various personal reasons. But I want to get up to 45 really soon, and then I want that 45 to be an hour, and then move up to approximately an hour and 15, go to hour and 30, and then an hour and 45, and go up to 2 hours. So I have a set date for that yet. I'm just trying to get into the idea of drawing more consistently. Oh no, I broke my pencil. Now I got to sharpen this. I'm not going to sharpen it today. It's going to take me 5 to 10 minutes to sharpen this thing. But I dropped it, and that makes me sad. What if I have anything else available? Do I have any other? I got a B. Anyways, I dropped my pencil. That's sad. So that saddens me, because as you can see, I got these specially done tips on my pencil. I am drawing a portrait. I'm drawing this upside down right now, and I'm slowly getting into the act of adding value at this point in time. And I left my eraser upstairs. All my drawing materials, tools are upstairs. After, I think my last live I did yesterday or the day before, I had my eraser in my pocket, and then I had what do you call it? I had this brush in my pocket as well. And I went upstairs, and I just forgot I had them in my pockets. And I sat down, and then I realized, wait, there's something in my pocket. And I threw them on a desk. Threw one thing on a desk, one on the dinner table or something. And obviously I can't just walk away from a live, or I could. I guess I could do that. If I was doing a 4 hour, 5 hour live, I guess that would be something I could consider doing. But I'm not. So I'm just doing a simple, short live. As a matter of fact, like, dude, I'm probably gonna do this for another 10 minutes. Like, it's gonna be a 15-minute live. Like, that is not a live. Most people that do lives are doing like hour-long, marathon lives. And all I'm doing is just a short live, just to kind of say that I did a live, or just to say I drew. It's kind of like a way to hold me liable right now. I'm trying to make an excuse to force myself to draw every. And one of those things I've been doing is like, okay, well, I'll do it live, so that it's kind of like documenting the process. And that way I have like a sub goal in mind. So like, okay, you're going to draw every day, but you know what? You're going to do a live stream to show that you did that thing. This actually show that you drew for that day. And so that's what I'm doing. For better or for worse, I don't know. It could be a bad thing. It could be a good thing. I don't know. All I know is this pencil is way too light to be shading in. And the only reason why I'm using it is I forgot I dropped my pencil. I actually might have one. Let's see if I have a 3H somewhere. All right, so I got some more pencils here that I've been in the past. They're just kind of everywhere. Got to look for one. Got a 6H. Yeah, a 3H. Great, good. What I might have to do next time is, before my live, I'll have to sharpen some more pencils. I don't want to use the 5. It's just too light. I want at least some shading to kind of show. Or some value to be put on there real soon. So, not see anything happening, and that's fine. I got to start erasing these grid lines. So that's going to be another thing I want to do in the future, is erase these grid lines, but I don't have my eraser with me, as I said. It's kind of like upstairs. Well, I do have an eraser. I don't know if I want to use it, though, because it's going to leave eraser shavings, and those are the worst. Those just like to hang out with your, they like to hang out on the paper and not come off. I have to kind of wipe them off. If you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. So I'm trying to decide like how, what area I want to work on. And I really don't have a specific area at the moment. I'm just really happy that I'm actually doing this. Honestly, I could have made a pretty good argument not to do this today. You know how you can make excuses. It's really easy. And I wanted to. Actually, I wasn't feeling great. I went to bed at like 5. Like, that's how bad I was. I was like, man, I do not feel good. And I went to bed at 5, and I fell asleep like immediately. And that's when you know. You can actually tell that from my voice. It's all crackly and raspy. That's when you know something's up. When you fall asleep, when you go to bed early, like 4 or 5 hours earlier than when you go to bed, like your average, and then you like, just, you don't even, there's not even like a struggle. It's like immediately when you put your head up, on the pillow, you're knocked out, you know. And so I collapsed on the bed, fell asleep, and I think I told myself if I woke up, midpoint through the night or something like that, because I probably would, hence why I'm doing it right now. I think I told myself if I woke up midpoint through the night that I would at least think about the idea of going ahead and drawing, because I missed it. I missed it. Today was a busy day too, man. Or packed up some artwork to ship. Was packing up artwork to ship. Groceries. Groceries is not fun, man. Groceries is a reminder every week of how much things have gotten more, and that's what has happened. It's like every time, like, I don't even want to go to grocery shopping because it's a pain. Like, it takes away from my day. But also, every time I go there, as I said, you go and see, like, oh man, there goes a bill, my pocket, every time. And it used to be groceries would last for quite some time. You pay like $60, $70 at 100 at the most, and you'd have a week and a half. Now, 100 is like, it's not that much. It's crazy. But as I stated earlier, I'm going to add more, start erasing this stuff early, later on. I guess I could erase some of it. I guess I could. I do have an eraser. I don't like. It's kind of a dirty eraser. Let's erase this. And erase these areas right here. And erase this as well. Next time I do these grid drawings, I'm going to use an extra hard pencil so I don't see, so that the lines are a lot lighter. And I'm going to make it a point to draw lighter. I wasn't thinking I wasn't thinking when I was working on this. I thought to myself, maybe I'll keep the grid on there because I've in past drawings I've actually liked the aesthetic of having a grid on there. I always thought it felt like having like scaffolding on the drawing, But now I'm gonna play with the idea of not having grids present in my drawings. So that's one of the things I'm gonna be working on this year. Is I'm gonna start doing grid drawings. I'm gonna be doing we'll start doing grid drawing. I'm gonna start like doing paintings. I really like this might be a good year because I'm starting to get some momentum with a lot of my posts online, and people are starting to request like artwork. It's like finally it's breaking through. The amount of volume that I put is finally breaking through, and now I'm breaking through like a lot of the really like hyper good artists out there, or at least early to the people that are paying attention to me, So now I'm getting through to the people that actually followed me, because you know how like the algorithm kind of conceals you, hides you from people. That's one of the reasons why. So I'm getting a few people asking for commissions, and I think it's more motivation for me to do more work. You know, it can be very disheartening when you're working and you're just like making a drawing that's just going to kind of itself in the studio. You know. Mm. I think the grid lines are going to be a problem, though. I'm going to notice them. So I got to figure out a way that I can get them out of the paper, but I don't know, man. Like the lines are like almost invincible, but you can still see them, you know. And that might be a problem. Who knows? Hello, how are you? What sucks though is when you do these eraser marks, you kind of have to like match the value in this right next to it because you erased all the shading. For some unknown reason, that's no good. Okay, I gotta stop. That's no good for some unknown reason. Blah 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 blah. Just focus on getting something on the paper. You know, that's all you can do. And I think I did this before, but as time goes by, I'm going to be doing more. Oh man, I am drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. Everyone, sorry. Oopsie daisy. So after this live, I'm going back to bed. Straight to bed. Straight to bed, fellas. That's what we're gonna do. Let's go right back to bed. Hmm. Hmm. Just a little bit of work. Can you see what I got so far? Well, I can try, but I don't really want to move the camera rig. And not really, not too well. I need to change the camera angle. I'm trying to find a good camera angle that works for me and for the viewer. And I'm still kind of struggling with that. To be quite honest, I'm not trying to. All right. I think that works. So I think I can't tell where her shoulder and neck kind of begins and ends here. It's like I can kind of tell. I feel like it needs to go in a little bit more, but then up here it gets kind of blurry, you know. So I'm just slowly building up the thick tones. This area has to be really dark, and then this area is darker than this area. This part of this area. How dark? Don't know until I start adding value a little bit more seriously. But it's just how it is. So I got to have substantially more value established in the entire drawing to kind of get a gauge of how like value ranges interact with each other. So each little time I add a mark, it's kind of scary in a sense that you're like, what is it called? Like, what is it? You're like exploring new terrain, you know? That's what it feels like, as I'm exploring new terrain in the drawing. But unfortunately, I didn't really get a lot done, man. Like, it's not in a good mental state to really draw on this. I'm just checking off for the day that I drew. Essentially, that's all I'm doing. You know how like you you can check maybe you're missing you're running late, or you're having a very busy day and you have to go to the gym, but you don't really want to spend a long workout, so you go to the gym and you like do 5 minutes on the treadmill. You know, that's what it's like. You do like 5 minutes on the treadmill, like, I worked out today. Win! I won. I'm winning at life. I worked out for 5 minutes. Hey, man, that's baby steps. You know, 5 minute day means I don't have to do 5 minutes to next day, or add 5 minutes in total. Who knows? But I intended only on for about 15 minutes. I'm actually going on for almost 24. I think I might as well just do my next, actually, I don't know. All right, I think that's it. I said I intend on drawing another 5 more minutes, but yeah, why not? I'll draw for 5 more minutes. I wasn't going, but I will. Just to say that I did. I need an eraser I don't know. I need an eraser. Who knows? I need an eraser that actually can make a small little dot erase mark. So that's what I might be focusing on this week is erasers. Doing some eraser like research. Or what I thought about that. That would be like a thing for me to be considering, like, oh, I need to research erasers for a little bit. You know? I feel like all the eraser marks I'm making over here is making things worse. Like it's adding more scuff marks. You know? And I'm trying to get them, I'm trying not to have that happen, but man. Just keeps doing it. Let's see. Well, we're at 27 minutes. So now what's happening with this drawing is I'm going to start making like little micro goals. Since I'm starting to make a little bit of progress. And what I might start doing is focus on a spot to the best of my ability, 30 minutes. And not move around so much. So like maybe what I will do is starting next drawing session, this will be the area that I focus on, like 4x4 inch area. And then maybe next time it'll be a 2x2 or 4, like 2 squares or 3 squares or 4 squares, you know. And I think that's what I'm going to do next time is start working in chunks and really focus in certain areas and bring it up and maybe complete them to a level of satisfaction that I like. So that's what I'll probably do next class. Not class. Class! My next drawing session. Oh, man. In next class, we're going to do math. We're not going to do math here, fellas. We're just going to do really boring shading, building up the drawing very slowly, and to show you how time lapses distort everything. Which is really what distorts everything. Anyways, we're at 30 minutes, and I just wanted to make set aside a little bit of time to work on this, making some good progress, I think. But I got to get going. I'm not one of those long stream guys. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.